why you guys got to get good at using this, because if all the prop firms use Tradovate, all of them. So if all the prop firms use Tradovate, why not learn how to use Tradovate to its precision-ness? And this is how I execute trades. Just look at this. And I've shown it to you guys on stream how I do it. I buy like this. Okay, buy. Say I'm in sales. We're in sales. Okay, this is my market structure. Buy stop right there. All right. If I'm going to say that this is going to be a break of structure, or I'm going to say that this is going to, I'm going to try to do a fib retracement, for example. Go over here, do my fib retracement. Other way, sorry. This. So I can literally click on this, fib retracement, click to the top, slap it to the bottom. Okay, from here to here, there's my retracement. This is my golden pocket. I want to take some profit here, and I want to take off one contract here. For example, I want to buy some here, buy one here to close me out, and then I want to full close myself down here. Now you can just go like this and click it like this 3 times if you have only like 5 contracts. I just do that sometimes because it's easier than just going up here and chasing the number. However you want to play it out, that's how you do it. And now guess what? I have my shit set at precise locations based on market structure, not based on bullshit. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. You like stars. You want to get mentorship. Like you want personal mentorship is what I'm asking, right? Though the markets are not open, I'm just showing you guys how to execute trades. Okay, and then literally I could come up here on the replay trader and say I pop this thing to fucking 400% speed. We'll see if it goes in my direction or if I get stopped out, for example, right? But this is how you would manage it, right? So you would manage it. If you're in multiples of, if you have 5 accounts like this is 1 micro per 5. Like this. For every time I put this down, it's 5. So then if I put a 5 here, it's only going to put a 1. Like that. It'll only show 1. 5, 5, 5. Could I suggest AI? No. I think you should learn how to trade and stop trying to be robots. Okay. Guys, I'm literally like the coined all Fluence trader, guys. AI, yeah, you're right, Stars. AI has no discretions, which is exactly why you can get fucked off AI. You can't see real price action to real imbalances, and it's too difficult to program in every variable. Pocket option today for $2. Oh, how am I still live? No, I just got back on. I was actually just teaching. So like, I'm just showing you guys what it looks like, okay? So say, for example, now I'm winning up in my trade. I'm starting to get a little bit of profit, right? I got to, my shit's close to there. I don't want to like do this. I'm not reducing my risk, okay? So look, here I'm reducing my risk. It starts coming down. On me. Maybe I want to individually manage each one at a time. I can slap this on 1 and just go like this. Fucking sell, or fucking, well, not sell, but buy stops. I'm going to start trailing my stops down a little bit like this. Okay, one of my orders just got filled. That just closed that out, so now I just took profit there. Now I'm going to keep trailing my stop down here to manage my trade. Okay, now I'm going to put this here. I want this at market structure, so this is stopped out. Okay, and now we're going to follow it down. Okay, nope, this is rejecting at the 50%, so I just clear out those. Those all took profit while it's down there. Great. And so forth, right? Like that's how you manage it. Okay. How do I inverse? How do I predict when it's going to inverse? The same way I predict how I bottom tick. Same exact way. If I know how to bottom tick, I know where it's going to top tick at, right? So if I know where my upper and lower boundaries and limits are, I know how to fucking run the market like it's my bitch. To be straight up. Like I said. Yeah, so see this? Now it's pushing down. Now we're pushing into the 786 level. Pushing out with force. Might reject here. That's a nice Fibonacci retracement. I'm going to actually close that one out, and I'm going to close one of these out right now too as well. But don't do that. Normally you can just come over here and just go, oh, I'm just going to sell one out right there. Okay, cool. Just close that. All right, now I got, oh, should I hit sell? So buy. Boom. Now I have 3 contracts left. All right, let me put a fucking sell limit. Oh, sorry, buy stop. So I got 3 contracts left, but I want 1 to run, so I'm going to leave that one up there. I want 1 over here because I don't want to risk as much. I want to secure more profit, 1 here. And if it pulls up on there, I don't, if it pulls back higher than this, I want to get out of this trade, for example. All right. Okay, put it below the imbalance. Giving me good signs to push down. I think this might actually flush me to the downside here, for example. But when it does break a structure or change a carry to the downside, I want to fucking sell off 3 of my contracts right there. Okay. So this is how quick and dynamic you can move while you're trading, right? Like I'm just fucking around right now. And you guys, did I just take a fucking massive trade just now, just joking? Right? But now I'm doing this, I'm securing my profit. My profit's been secured. And by the way, guys, this is all micros. I'm only been trading micros when you saw how much profit I just made on these moves. Right? What is that? Each one of those, $143 each. Each one of these, 60, 150. Okay? And just look at that. Now imagine if I was copy trading 10 accounts at one time. $100 is $1,000. This $400 right there, this is $5,000 right now across 10 accounts. And I virtually took no risk. And trust me, I'd be entering up here. I wouldn't be, everyone knows I'm not entering in a bad spot. I'm going to fucking enter up here, for example, right? Everyone knows that I'm going to be the one getting fucking wicked in at the top here. So I enter here with virtually no drawdown. My stop loss is there. I'm literally holding a 0.2 stop loss with 10 contracts. And I literally just go there and go, huh, stop loss above the high? Sure shit ain't getting stopped out. I ain't worried. All right, I got 2 contracts left. I don't want it to close me out here completely, so I'm just going to have one at the low, and then I'm going to leave one to run. Okay. Another stop up here just in case. As it goes down to my profit target, I don't want this to push, so I'm going to literally bring this down. Like, if it does pop up, I want to make sure I close out my contracts. If it does pop up and reject, it starts going back to the upside to go long. All right. Okay, but then say, for example, I think that this might actually pull up on me. I'm actually, maybe if it goes above here or above here, I think it might actually pull up. I can put more buy stops right here, for example. And if this does pull up hard, it's going to enter me into the opposite trade. Okay, if stop me out on one of my contracts, stop me out on another contract, I'm like, okay, it's pulling up. But if it is going to blow through, I want this to blow through this point, which would give me good confirmation that it's going to push the upside. Boom, just entered me into a long. Now I'm in a long. Okay, good, it's pushing to the upside. Now I can go like this. Stop, down, down, down. Okay, good, it's pushing up in my favor. Stop loss to break, or stop loss above, 0 risk trade. Now I start trailing my stops up. Look at this. Secure my profit. Okay, we're going. Securing no matter what. Securing no matter what. All right, this is looking pretty good. We're inversing the last gap. Don't want to trail too tightly, so I'm just watching it. Precision entry, precision movement as it's going. Okay, we're inversing, we're reversing. We need to see it hold here. If it doesn't hold here, it's going to blow right back down as it retraces this level. So I'm going to pull these a little bit closer to ensure I get my profit. And to look at how much profit I made, I just go there. Okay, like $39 if it closes there, great. If it pulls up, I'm seeing my profit live. Right? And by the way, guys, I'm doing this at 5 times speed right now. Okay? But I can read price action this quick. Look, I know it's pulling up, pulling up. This looks like it actually might pull back here and wick out one of these contracts, but I'm going to keep trailing up. Okay? Good, it's moving in my favor. I'm going to trail up as it starts pushing. Might get a pullback there. Now I maximize that exit right there. And then is it still going in my favor? It looks like it's getting a little bit more force. It's getting forceful, but it's starting to slow down. The 786 retracement is probably right about there. So I want to be careful. So then I'm going to do my fib retracement, see where could it go and retrace on me. The downside this way, go, okay, it's in the 618 pocket level. I want to start getting tighter because it could just very well reject right here, for example, right? No, it looks like it's going through a little bit. Maybe not. It's kind of rejecting. I'm actually going to get a little bit tighter in the case it ejects the 618 golden pocket and it just dumps on me. All right, but great. Actually, I think it's going to reject here at the 786. I'm going to put a sell limit right there to take me at max profit there. Nope, it just rejected on me. I maximize per profit there. Pull it up, and then it pulls back on me right there. Okay, and then now technically I could have put stops to the other direction, taking this shit down now. And now I'm in with 3. If I really felt like that was actually the move down, for example, now I got 3 stops above here in the event it does it, for example. Okay, so literally I just showed you guys just purely look how much money I just made. And I'm not even trying right now. I'm not even using my actual indicator. I'm not using my strategy. I'm literally just playing price action. Okay. And I guarantee you guys, I can literally be profitable without I can use a blank ass chart and be profitable. Because I know how to read price action, candlesticks, and market structure. And I know how to do proper trade management. See, so look at this. I maximized my exits here before it pulled back up on me, so I didn't lose a bunch of profit, right? And then now I re-entered here because it looks like it's at a key level where it might start resisting. Okay. Now we're here. If you're doing group trading, these will actually all attach to each other. So you don't actually have to move them all individually. When you stack them, they will literally all stack to each other like that, and you'll have 3 right there. Like that. Even if I wanted to, I could literally go like this and change my stop type and say I trade this to a trailing stop, right? So if I set this to a trailing stop and set it right here, as this thing moves in my favor, it's going to start trailing price down. Like that. Okay, but I want it to be a little bit closer. I want you to trail price here. So it's moving ferociously. Fuck that. I want you to go a little bit closer, start trailing price down. So if it moves ferociously in the direction, it'll move ferociously in the direction and follow my shit. Look. Look at that. Okay. But see that? That's why you don't use ATMs. I just got stopped out on that because it pulled back on me because I fucking said a stupid trailing that has nothing to do with market structure and watch. I bet you this dumps to the downside. Just watch. And then now because I just got stopped out, I only got 2 contracts left. So now I got fucking stopped out early on the move as this thing pushes down straight to my fucking low here. And this is more than likely going to blow through this fucking low on this next push. That would be my guess. But because my entry is horrible, I have this much room. I don't want to risk anything, no risk trade. Put my shit into here and I start trailing. Trail, push. Go. Right? So I'm so good at this, controlling Tradovate, because I practice using Tradovate for my entries. And you see how cleanly and like how like fucking smooth this is? It's not delayed. Like you don't see like a delay in the candle, or my entry is not delayed. I get entered right when I slap it, and I get exited right when I slap it. Okay? There's no delay. It's instantaneous. And imagine if you're moving at this levels of speed and you don't get your fucking instantaneous fill. Now see this? I'll probably get stopped out here because I'm not playing market structure. I should be up here to play the low because we're now showing a downtrend, which will put me at a better start. But I also don't want to risk anything, and this is clean. So if I pulled that there, I would have got stopped out. That's why I played market structure only. So stupid ATMs that are like that don't think, that are brainless, that do not know how to be dynamic, are not going to win. They're not flexible. You're going to give up a lot of profit. You're going to get stopped out a lot for no fucking reason. When this thing is clearly showing me a nice bearish change in structure to play this to the downside here as I move in profit. I actually want to close out one because I believe it's going to blow through, pop through, and give me a little bit more profit. Then at this point, I can go, okay. Now, as this thing starts pushing through to break to the downside, I actually do want to set a trailing stop because it might move with force, and I want it to actually capitalize by as much point as possible. So now I slap that trailing stop in there as it's starting to move in my motion, and we'll see. For example, this is just an example, right? Okay, if it pulls back up there, it's fine. I want to secure. I got to break a structure level. It could easily pop up, right? But if it doesn't, boom, I secured max profit there. And if this does pull back up on me, then, I secured my profit at the low. But I still have one runner if I really want to sit up here and let this play the actual market structure, which is showing right here, like that. Okay, that's how you can manage your trade. This is genuine trade management. If you want to be a good trader, you guys need to learn to manage your trades like this. You need to be taking your profit where you believe the profit taking spot's going to be, maximizing this. Like I maximized it at the bottom and I took it from the top. Then I took it back on the top, sold, and I sold at the bottom again. And it's pulling back up on me. What happens if I now leave this here? Now I'm risking this entire leg of movement, and I literally could have just re-entered short again as this thing pulled up on me to another retracement level like this. I say, okay, well, if this retraces again from low to high, and it goes back into the 618, well, technically, I could just fucking slap sells right now, and I would be better off than letting it hold right here. Because now I'm getting a higher fill. Now I'm taking profit here, and I'm taking profit here. Okay, but then I want to see, okay, actually I want this thing to fill me in one contract here to sell right there. One more contract here to sell right there. And then I want to make sure as it fills me in, I already have stops in place so that if it does blow through, I already have my stops in place. Great. How do you inverse the trade? You can go like this, change this to fucking reverse and cancel all. I've never actually tried to use that before because I'm not a degenerate. But I probably should since I know how to pop a bottom tick like a motherfucker. Why don't you risk more? I understand why beginners have to trade micros, but is there a mindset behind the method? Precise trader, let me ask you a question. I'm making 100 grand in a month right now trading micros without even having full scale. Why do you think I need to risk more? Why do you think I need to increase my potential risk of losing my fucking accounts? You guys see this? See? So market structure, if you played market structure with a 50% retracement, look, it's going now back in my favor. Yeah, I got stopped out there. But then look, watch this. This is going to break a structure. This is more than likely going to break a structure and give you the move to the downside here. But it's going to close me out because I lost my contract. I'm not even looking at this on my chart. If I looked at this on my chart, I could probably tell you exactly where this bitch is going, probably, as this thing retraces. Because now, if I look at this from a larger range, we're actually going to start breaking trend to the downside here. We more than likely will probably pull down to these ranges. And I would probably see a sweep to here before pulling up. Straight up. Just based on how this structure looks, I could easily see us pulling down to here. If I did fib retrace this tool, I say I did the fib retracement from top to bottom. Oh, actually, sorry, bottom. Let me just delete these other ones so they're out of the way. And by the way, guys, however you set your fib retracement up in here or save your interface, it's going to stay like that. Okay, just so you know. But here I'm going to close this out because I didn't get into the trade. But I'm pretty strongly in favor. This is about the change of character to the downside here. So, I'm just going to fucking let this pull up a little bit, do another little tiny retracement here so I get a little bit cheaper as this thing pulls up. Oh, nope, it's not even giving me, it slapped the 50%, went straight back down again. Okay, so now it's going to start going down. I have pretty strong faith this is going to go down. So I'm just going to go like this, slap 10 contracts in right here. And now I got 10 in there. And now because it's at auto break even here, now I'm going to put my, actually, I'm going to let this go. Let it wake up a little bit. Wake up. And then as this kind of wicks up, we're going to see if the price action plays. And then now I'm going to set my trailing stop to trail me as it goes down. So this is breakout trading, right? If this does not break out, guess what? I'm about to get fucking hard inverse to the upside. That's why I did breakout trading for a little bit, but it wasn't my thing. But now that I know where it's going to break, I'm pretty sure I could fucking do it. But, you know, whatever. I don't need to trade like that anymore. So why don't I trade like that? How much did you put in on this trade? Bits. This is replay trading. But like I said, I'm pretty confident in my knowing of market structure. So I'm pretty confident that this was going to break to the downside. So you see how I just took full TP there? But I'm pretty sure now it's going to start breaking down with force. And then my trailing's following it right here. Look at that. All right, so now it's secured to be 400. If this keeps pushing down with pressure to the downside, my trailing stop right there is trailing me by about like 4 or 5 points. I actually want to trail it a little bit closer. So I'm just going to actually trail it, say like here. But you see how much points I gave up there, right? Look at it. Watch it. And guys, look at this. This is just me trading pure price action and market structure right here. That's it. I'm not even using no indicators, no nothing. Right? Okay, but you know what? I actually want to change this up. I don't want to trail them all like that. I want to trail a couple here. Okay, it's moving with force in my direction. That's pulling back up quickly. Buy stop. I want to do buy stop. Trail here. Trail here. Give me a little bit more here, here, like that. And then as this thing moves in my favor, you can do it like that to optimize your stops out. But then you see that if I didn't let the trail to me down here, then I could have closed it out. Now, and I hope you guys realize this. I actually said I believe this. So we're getting resistance here because of that, right? But I still believe this is going to go down. This will probably pull right back up, maybe to like right around here or so. And then it's probably going to pull down and blow through this bottom leg down here. Okay? See that? Price action, market analysis king. You don't get to the way I am until you put a lot of time into the charts. And you guys want to know what a lot of time for me is? I've only been trading for 5 months. I've been trading for 5 months, guys. So do you want to learn from some fucking furu who's doing a one-trick pony type steal? Or do you want to learn from someone who actually figured it out himself and created his own trading style? It's up to you. You guys can do whatever you want, but I'm fucking, you know, I'm not trying to like blow myself up, but anyone who's in here right now knows that I'm the fucking real deal. Okay? So if you guys want to trust me, believe me, whatever, you know, all that stuff. So there. This was perfect, clean showing, demonstration of exactly how you guys can manage trades and do shit, right? I would not recommend using the trailing stop. I don't personally like it. Because like I said, it'll just pull down and it won't actually it'll pull down into a candle with a hard push and it'll just pop back and stop you off for no reason. Okay. So I leave it on stop personally. Okay. And then I move my own stops manually. So if this is my market structure point, I'll leave it there. If this is my current market structure point, I'll leave it there. When I get enough distance away from my entry, I'm at break even. I'm going to push myself away once I know I have enough movement away from it to not stop me out immediately. Right now, I don't have enough motion. And this could inverse me at any point, right? And right now, it's showing the sign of potential inversion here because we do have a small lower high there. What we got to deny? You speak a big game. Show your profits for the past 5 months. Okay. I mean,